Hey, how's everyone doing today? I'm be complaining like a little bitch about movies and TV shows that I do not fuck with. So yeah, as a guy who does really fuck with watching movies and TV shows, there are some times where I watch a movie and I'm just thinking that's just a bit shit, man. That's that's a bit ass. I kind of wish I didn't watch that again. I could like definitely go with another lifetime where I don't watch that. Hopefully in a parallel universe, I just never watched that and had the joy and liberty and freedom of not knowing of that thing's existence. So yeah, let's just get into it. Alien. Now, watching Alien or going into watching Alien, I thought it was going to be pretty cool. The first one apparently was praised for being one of the best horror movies ever. And I heard it, and a friend watched it, and he just said it was just a load of shit. To be honest, it sounded like the way he described it, the Alien movie sounded like 1 hour of a lecture in a college class where you're just sitting there half asleep, probably thinking that you'd be like at home sleeping right now, or like smoking a joint behind the college or some shit, or just doing anything else but being there, or you're not even just there paying attention. You're just distracted by your phone, or you're just not even, you're just not paying attention there. So yeah, and that's basically how he described it. Like for the vast majority of the movie, it's just yap yap yap. It's like the characters are like, talking, having their own conversations. It's like you might as well just be like at a party and looking at people having conversations. You might as well just be listening and looking at other people just talking to each other, because that's literally what they were doing in the movie. And also the third film, we Zafi. Yeah, I'm gonna blame this on you, Zafi. Fuck you. I'm messing, but Zafi, a YouTuber named Zafi, said, "Oh yeah, Aliens was like." It's like one of the best films or some shit. I don't know. He'd recommend it and shit. And so we were watching this thinking, yo, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be like a pretty good alien movie. We're gonna get to see a perfect organism do the perfect slashing and slicing and dicing and making these putting these humans in a situation where they're fucking cooked. So they're so cooked, bro, they're gonna come out looking like charcoal. So we were thinking, yo, this might be a banger movie, because Zafi, he's really into movies and shit. And, he recommended, so I was thinking, this could be good, and also it's the third movie. Maybe they improved on the first one from one of the best sci-fi horror films of all time. So one of the best sci-fi horror films just includes a yap sesh. That's what you need to make a good sci-fi horror film. That is crazy. But anyways, we were watching Aliens, and the same thing happened in Aliens. We were watching 50 minutes in, they were still yapping. Towards the start, they were yapping and yapping. They're just constantly talking. And I swear the scenes in the Aliens were just so pointless. They were showing them on the ship, transporting to the planet. They're showing how the ship is being released and all. They're like showing every minuscule detail and shit. They're like showing scenes where they're just like walking or driving along, but they weren't doing anything. Or there's just like the vast majority is just them yapping or just useless ass shit. And the most we got to see when they were actually on the planet, there was still a good bit where they're doing fucking nothing. It's like they might as well just been walking in a forest. They might as well just been walking on Earth or some shit, because they were doing absolutely fuck all on the planet. And then when they actually did get to, when they went into a building and started somewhat doing something, all we get to see is really just like a fucking black dildo just pop across the screen, like fucking Tyrone got let loose. And you just see a black yolk just pop across the scene for like a split second. That's it. That's the most we get in Alien. You blink and the movie it's going to make no difference, because the alien's going to be gone. That's all you get to see. And we were supposed to be an hour in. Oh yeah, hey bro, let's watch this movie for an hour to see like a black shopping bag just flash by. Like that was low-key a waste of time. And in Alien as well, I was skipping to random timestamps. I was trying to find like somewhere where there's like entertainment. I was trying to find somewhere where like someone's getting fucking sliced up or the alien's dying or whatever. But there's like nothing. It's just a sea of like boringness. It's just a sea of yapping. It's like a bunch of seagulls just Mike, just yapping. And there's like only towards the end would the alien be involved. There'd be like the Queen Mother or the Queen. So yeah, that's Aliens. The Alien movies are a bit shit. And yeah, I'm actually going to include Alien Earth as well in this part, because Alien Earth, the TV show, started off grand at first. I was thinking, yeah, this is good. The alien's doing a thing. It's slicing up people. It's slicing up people that have the IQ of a carrot, But then as it got more and more, I was thinking, what is this guy doing? Are they like fucking putting screwdrivers up their noses and trying to scratch their brains with like shed tools or something. Because for the first part of the series, the alien was a killing machine. It was a shredder. It was a humanoid. It was a physical manifestation of a blender just turning people into like strawberry smoothies left, right, and center, just erasing them from existence. Just basically fucking them over. There's actually a scene where the Xenomorph flips like a container that they're in, the two main characters, and it nearly killed the main android, Wendy. She's bleeding. She like killed the alien, but the alien did put up a fight. It did not go down without putting on its boxing gloves and getting in the ring and absolutely beating the shit over. So and also all the other aliens were like cool and shit and great and all. But then it got towards the second half, the alien like had a personality switch. It's like the alien in Alien Earth had like two personalities. One was like a pussy fuckboy who like would do what anyone ever said to him because they'd be scared to disobey, or they're just loyal. And then the other one is like he stands up business. He doesn't give a shit. If he sees you, he's gonna kill you. So for the second half of the TV show, the alien, for some reason, the writers made it so right. So this guy was a fucking perfect organism. Let's turn him into the perfect dog. Let's turn him into the perfect pet. He can be an attack dog, basically. They reduced the Xenomorph to just a Rottweiler. It was literally just an alien Rottweiler. It was being controlled by the android. It only attacked when the android told it to, and it would attack people it told it to. Oh, it's just so I didn't like it at all. It's just so cringe. It's like, what are you doing? So yeah, and then the next one is Session 9. I heard Session 9 on TikTok. I was thinking, this sounds interesting as fuck. And it's like an asbestos clue. It's like an asbestos clue, like the same stuff that I was using like Wizard of Oz. And I don't know why I mentioned that. That's just a fact I know. Wizard of Oz, there's like asbestos and like Wizard of Oz sets, something like that. But anyways, asbestos crew sent to like a haunted building to like clean and shit. And they start hearing voice and all. Like someone just tells him, "Yo, go fucking push him out a window. Do this, do that." Or they're just like saying your name and all. It's like, "Hey, yo, Johnny. Yeah, I know your name, bitch. I watched you sleep, bro." And then so this sounded interesting. Concept sounded interesting. But then I was watching it. It was so boring. Barely anything was happening. I remember it's just characters just doing random shit. They were like yapping. You'd sometimes get a flashback or there's like a flashback of a guy getting when he came home from like work or some shit, and like the wife was like boiling noodles and shit. She was like making dinner, so they see just like got a flashback of a guy, someone cooking. That was one of the rare scenes. You might as well just watch a cooking tutorial on YouTube or some shit. And I remember something happened. He like got angry, and then the boiling water splashed onto him. But I say he just bet the shit over. That's probably one of the only things I remember from the scene, from the movie. But other than that, nothing else was happening. Half of the kills were kind of off screen. So yeah, that was a bit shit in the story. I just didn't really get the story, to be honest. I probably wasn't even following on the story, but it kind of didn't make any sense to me because it was like he killed his wife, and when the phone was like, when he's talking to someone on the phone, he's talking to his wife saying, "Oh, I love you, and I'm sorry, I just like went full on Mortal Kombat on you, but you did spill boiling water on me, to be fair, you stupid bitch. But yeah, sorry about that." Turns out that wasn't real or anything, but at that point I didn't really care, because the movie was just so boring to me. I didn't really understand it at all. And yeah, next one is Halloween Ends. Halloween Ends I knew this was gonna be shit going into this, so like, it's like I'm a masochist. Instead of like physical pain, I like mental pain, because it's plaguing my mind with boredom and misery, because I'm watching a shitty ass movie of one of my favorite movies of all time. They completely fucked up Michael. They literally bent Michael and put a knife right up his butthole and just completely fucked him up, because he started out as like an iconic villain, and then he ended up as like this old guy with like, I don't know, cardiac arrest or some shit. He's just like a really weak old man. He's reduced to like some starving homeless dude who didn't get any calories in like a couple of hours or days. And at the end of the first one, he was like killing everyone. It was stated by Laurie Strode that the more he kills, the more he transcends into more of a fuckboy evil guy. You can't do anything. He'll fuck you up, and you can't do shit to him. He's invincible. So then, why at the start of Halloween Ends is he just an elderly patient that escaped the nursing home? Why does he need to? Why does he need a partner? He needed a partner to help him. By the way, I think regain his powers. He needed someone to bring him a body, someone to bring him a fresh guy. I'm like, bro, you should go out there, get the guy, and bring him back to your sewers or whatever, or just kill him then and there. You're Michael Myers. Also, why the fuck? Like, why was he weak? Should he not have been invisible at the start of the movie? He was hiding out in the sewers like some fucking stinky homeless guy, just eating rats or some shit. So yeah, I didn't like that. And Halloween Ends just it was alright. I would say some of the kills were pretty good. But Corey, I just thought like he could have been better. He was a bit cringe and all, but he's actually getting bullied by teenagers and shit, you know. And yeah, I just didn't kind of like how him and Michael were like a Fortnite duo. Michael could have been doing this solo. So was Michael supposed to be evil? Like, Michael's actually something that works alone. He's an evil presence. But then with Corey, it's like he has his own apprentices. Like, what? That just makes no sense. That's something like the fucking creators just shot into the writing book and like, yeah, we should like use that. That would go hard. It didn't go hard at all. And then the fight scene between the Michael Myers and Laurie Strode. What the fuck? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the fight scene between Michael Myers and Corey. Corey goes back to Michael Myers and tries to rob the hat. Corey's like, right, I've killed people. I think I can be the next Michael Myers. I'm going to take Michael Myers' place. I'm better than you. So he tries to go back to Michael Myers and tries to wrestle him for his mask. And he actually wins. Michael Myers is supposed to be the essence evil. Michael Myers is supposed to be the boogeyman. And then some random guy just, the boogeyman. Bro, the boogeyman's the phony man. The boogeyman is the pussy man. And not as in he gets pussy, as in he is a huge pussy because he got bet by a human being. He's supposed to be near human. And he got bet by someone who's just a really nice dude. And Corey just walked away at the mask. Like, Corey literally floored him. He was like, they're both struggling out, pushing each other back like, like bumper cars. And he just literally like took him to the ground and then took his mask off and then just went. So Michael was that much of a bitch. He allowed his apprentice, who he transferred evil to, he's supposed to be guiding, by the way, come back to his place, beat the shit out of him and rob him, and then he left. But then Michael came back and got his mask, I guess. But then he got like a double fisting. He got like 2 L's in a row. Bro, he has like a fucking 2 L necklaces on each arm here because he was fighting Laurie and he was struggling with Laurie. And now keep in mind that this is way later. So Laurie's elderly woman. They're both elderly. Is it you might as well just been watching like a bum fight or some shit. Like this was like a battle between 2 senior citizens. This was a battle between 2 people that needed their walking stick. Somehow Laurie's able to overpower Michael in some parts, and she actually managed to pin him down on the table with the fridge onto the leg and slice him up. So yeah, that's some shit I didn't really like about Halloween Ends. I guess the only good thing I can really say is that they ended Michael by shredding him up like meat. But yeah, fight scenes like that were a bit shit. Characters are, I guess Corey was okay. Also the romance between Corey and whatever the fuck her name was, like Susan or some shit. Laurie Strode's granddaughter, Allison. Allison. They were like friends in one scene, and then the next scene they were just like fucking and sucking. It's like what? That's so random. It went like so quick. So yeah, next one is Conjuring Last Ride. So I went to the cinema to see this, and it was a lot of shit. Horror movies didn't really scare us that much. The same stuff was happening. Not like a horror movie would. A fucking person would be there. They'd fucking fake out. They'd be like, gotcha. It's just a prank. It's like I'm hallucinating. It's not real. Yeah, I just don't really remember fucking with the movie. I found it more goofy than scary to me. If it's a movie, if you just want to go see a movie that you can just like throw tomatoes at and just like shit on, then yeah, you'd have a lot of fun just slapping this movie about. But other than that, it's a bit terrible. Yeah, the final scene, they literally just fought like a fidget spinner mirror. So yeah, it's not really a great movie, to be honest. I already talked about Alien Earth. This isn't out yet, but I heard terrible things about this. Predator Badlands is coming out, and it's gonna be PG-13. Predator Badlands is one of the movies I was looking forward to the most. One of the movies that I was going to be like, right, this is gonna be a banger. I'm gonna hop out the fucking cinema having a smile like Elmo because I had a great time watching that movie. You know, that was a great lazy sack of potatoes watching TV screen session. But it's gonna be PG-13, and I'm just wondering why the fuck would you make Predator Badlands PG-13, bro? That would be so shit. Imagine making Halloween PG-13. Like, imagine how ass that would be. Predator is like so much more better when it's gory and all. It just won't be as great when it's PG-13. It just won't work. Like, what are we just gonna see a Predator just like fucking swipe and then it just cuts away, or we're just gonna like see like you just hear sound effects and actually see the fight properly, or is the fight choreography even gonna be that good? Or is the Predator maybe going to be fighting robots? Because that's PG-13, I feel like that's the only way they can do it. But yeah, that sounds shit. That's like turning... it just confuses me. Why would you turn something that's like horror and like supposed to be scary and it's alien and shit and it's like for adults into PG-13? And like, I swear, Disney are just like a bunch of diddlers or some shit at the headquarters. They must be doing some shit, like trying to lure kids in. It's like, oh yeah, watch this, bro, it's like for kids and all. They're just trying to get more kid audience. It's just like, why? You're just taking a fat shit all over the series. You're practically just like wiping your ass with this series and just turning it into like a money generator or some shit. You're turning it into like a printer. You're turning it from something that was actually great to something that will just give you cash, which is just like a bit shit. And then the last season of Scream TV show. Now, when I first heard about Scream TV show, I thought it's pretty interesting. It seemed pretty cool. It's like a TV show. It's like a horror TV show. I thought that's right up my alley. I fuck with horror. But then the first two seasons are actually pretty good. I will say they were pretty decent. I was invested. I was kind of fucked. But then the third season was so ass. Holy shit! They tried to do a reference of the Breakfast Club. It was just. It's just so poorly done. It's like the Dead Fist Club, and there's like a scene where the Hawkman the Hawkman sacrificed some dignity and showed some humility. Probably got paid like fucking good cash. Probably got paid a good sum or some shit. And that's why he took it, because like, you know, money. He made a cameo, and the guy who played Candyman, he was this homeless like Hawkman that lived like in a scrapyard or some shit. He's like the garbage. He's the literal garbage man, and he was fighting one of the Scream killers, but guess what? One of the Scream killers was a fucking kid. So he lost that fight to the Scream killer, and he also got put in a garbage compactor and crushed. I'm thinking, that's just, wow, that's embarrassing, bro. Lost to a kid, a fully grown elderly man with like a hook and shit, lost to a little ass schoolboy. Like, you lost to someone that still like is doing algebra and shit. Meanwhile, you're actually trying to survive. Like, bro, what? And the characters just didn't really resonate as well. They're a bit terrible. They're a bit too generic. I remember like the killer's motivation was a bit shit as well. Like, she was watching horror movies so much she wanted to do what horror movies were. So she was inspired by horror movies to become a psychopath, to kill people, and thinking, bro, it's like the killers literally just reached out in front of her, like fucking your mind is mine, bitch, and they just mind controlled her to like kill people, whatever. It just sounds so stupid and dumb to me. And there's this other plot thing in the final TV show as well. So basically, the two main characters, or one of the main characters, like a brother, and one of the brothers are supposed to be missing. But like, one brother got blamed for the killer for kills, and there's a situation where brothers pretend to be another. Oh fuck! I can't really remember. It's been ages since I've seen. But basically, they're basically twin brothers, and one of them's pretending to be the other, and the mother never noticed ever. Like one of the brothers just robbed the other brother's identity. It's like that episode of SpongeBob, Where's My Name Tag? Except his name tag got robbed by like a SpongeBob claw. That's literally what it was like, and the mother never noticed or anything. I'm thinking, bro, they're like twins, but you're a mother. Since you like noticed between your personalities, like what? That is also something that's stupid to me. But yeah, that was a pretty long yacht session, Jesus Christ, nearly 20 minutes. But yeah, I just want to talk about what movies or TV shows I hate. And yeah, hope you did enjoy this video. See you later.